Hello everyone, it is Game Day. Welcome back to another video and welcome to something new I am trialling on the channel. Welcome to the pre-game show. But what is the pre-game show? Well, the pre-game show is basically me previewing the game that I'll be going to, in this case, on Saturday for the Game Day YouTube channel, giving you a little bit more analysis pre-game. Also, I always do a little bit of that in the Game Day vlogs, but the idea of this is just to give you a little bit more of an insight into the two teams, into the situations, and in this case, where it's such a big game, try raise the awareness of what is a massive game in the 10th tier of English football. But what is that game exactly? Well, as you can tell, I've got my Great Yarmouth Town scarf on. That's because Great Yarmouth Town host Framlingham Town at the Wellesley in East London, Division 1 North. Second place Great Yarmouth take on first place Framlingham. 2 points separates the teams. Winner goes top of the league. And in my opinion, the winner wins the league. We're going to have a look at both teams, how they've performed so far, and what their fixture list is in the running at the end of the season. It's all coming up. Yes, on your screen now you can see the table, you can see the exact situation of what's going on. Framlingham 2 points clear. In a way, some would say 3 points clear, and that their goal difference much superior, almost acts like an extra point. So Yarmouth know that they'll really need to get a victory over this weekend. You can also see the fixtures on your screen. We'll go into them a little bit more in depth in a minute. But first of all, I want to have a look at the results, and we'll start with Great Yarmouth. And their results from this season are on screen now, and as you would expect, a lot of green, lots of good performances. It was a steady start to the season from Great Yarmouth. I mean, if you look at the first 5 games, for example, they won 2, drew 2, lost 1. But, since they lost 3-2 to Harwich and Parkson, who are a very good team, they're in the playoffs, they've been in fantastic form. They've only lost 1 game all year. They've won the rest, and that's 10 games this year. So 10 games, 9 wins, 1 loss in 2024. In top form, that was actually an away defeat. So they've not lost at home all year. And, they come into this Framlingham game, as I say, in fantastic form and in great goal-scoring form as well. I mean, if you look at some of the goals they've scored recently, he scored 5 at Swaffham, 4 at Haverhill, no 4 against FC Peterborough, 4 against Sudbury's Reserves, twice actually did they 4 against Sudbury Reserves, and 4 against Whitney United, and that's all just this year. So they do love a goal, Great Yarmouth. If you look at the games we've been to, actually, we went to a 4-3 and a 2-1, so they certainly like goals in at both ends, and I think it'll be a similarly tight game, more likely the 2-1 than the 4-3, but I'm really excited to see what Great Yarmouth can do. They finished mid-table last year, so this year, really good year for them. And against going to be a bumper crowd, well, I'm expecting hundreds upon hundreds of people to turn up there. Normally about 200 on a Saturday home game. I think it could be near 500 there. It's going to be a fantastic occasion. And if you're in the Yarmouth area, if you're in the Norfolk area, you've got nothing to do this Saturday, head down to the Wellesley, watch Great Yarmouth Framlingham, because it's going to be a belter. As for the visitors then, Framlingham Town, of course, they are currently top of the league. They've been similarly good, whereas Yarmouth had lost 4, drawn 4 and won the rest. Framlingham have lost 4, only drawn 3 and won the rest. And an interesting thing, just looking at the Framlingham results, they've only lost 4 games all season, and 2 of them have come to Stanway Pegasus, and they deserve a little bit of a shout out. They're currently 3rd in the league. They are only 6 points off Great Yarmouth, but they have played the game more, and I just can't see them two teams, Framlingham and Yarmouth, dropping that many points, especially when you look at Framlingham's 2024. They've also played 10 games, they've won 7, drawn 2, lost 1, so in similarly good form as Great Yarmouth. Great Yarmouth have seen better form in 2024, but Framlingham aren't half bad either. That 1 loss was against 3rd place Stanway Pegasus. They're fantastic at home, as you can see. They've won their last 6 games at home just in 2024, and they're actually not. The only home loss they've had this year was a 2-1 home defeat to Stanway Pegasus. And home form is important for both teams. I'll get on to that when I get into the fixtures in a second. The Framlingham, they were in the playoffs last year, so they probably would have expected to be up here. Again, they get good crowds. I know they've got a minibus taking some away fans, so they should bring the noise. The Yarmouth fans will bring the noise. As I say, it should be a very close game. And Framlingham, as I said, Yarmouth score goals. Well, Framlingham this year have had a 7-0, 6-0, 2 5-1s. They also like to score a goal. So you've got 2 really good goal scoring teams going up against each other. I think, yes, to say, it's going to be a really good game. Now, on screen now, you can see the fixtures for, first of all, Great Yarmouth Town. And something you'll notice, you've got the positions on the side there. This is obviously for the running, including that Framlingham game. Of course, Framlingham are first. But the only other team they've got to play in the top 10 is 3rd place, Stanway Pegasus. They've got to play Parsons Road for 12th, Nina Marcus on 23rd and 21st. They've then got to play 15th, 14th, 12th, 11th, 19th. It's an easy running. It's an easy running. And another big thing, it's 6 games at home, only 3 away. When you compare that to Framlingham's fixtures, which are now on screen, obviously they've got to play second place Great Yarmouth Town. But then after that, their 8 remaining fixtures are 17th, 6th, 4th, 5th, 18th, 17th, 8th and 10th. Teams are a lot higher up in the table than the opponents that Great Yarmouth have got to play, on average anyway. And Framlingham have only got 4 home games and 5 away games in their last 9, compared to Yarmouth's 6 and 3. This is including the Framlingham game coming up on Saturday. So I think that could be a big player. Obviously, the result in this game is massive, but the reason I say, who winner wins the league is because if Framlingham win, they get 5 points clear, which means even if they mess up a couple of games, they've still got that advantage. It's a 5-point gap and a much superior goal difference. So really, they could draw one and lose one and still be top of the league on goal difference, possibly. The reason why I say if Great Yarmouth win, they'll probably win the league, is yes, they'll only go 1 point clear, but they've got much easier fixtures. And I think going 1 point clear, I think Yarmouth could win all their remaining fixtures. Yes, Stanley Pegasus are 3rd place, but they did beat Stanley away. Framlingham did lose them to them twice, and I just look at Framlingham's fixtures and I think, this away who are 6th, and then Holland are 4th, and Harwich and Parkson who are 5th. That's some tricky games, and even your Cornard United and your Sudbury Reserves who are 8th and 10th, they may still have something to play for. So, yeah, it's really interesting to see how these 2 teams will go on for the rest of the season. I think Yarmouth have the favourable fixture schedule, but it all starts on Saturday. Great Yarmouth versus Framlingham at the Wellesley. That is the big one. I want to take a look now, before we finish this video, at some of the major threats to look out for in tomorrow's game. I'll start off with Great Yarmouth Town. Also, I've watched them a few times this season, so I've got a little bit more of an idea. Watched Framlingham Town live, so I don't know as much about their players. When you look at the stats, Great Yarmouth Town certainly spread their goals out a little bit more. They've got 2 players on 20 goals each, in George Cousins and Louis Duffield. Aaron Sanders is on 16, Jesse Fenn on 13. So they're the main goal threats. They're all the players in double figures. 2 players in the 20s for goals this season is also very impressive. Shout out to Mitchell Belmar as well. He's only got 6 goals, but he can produce a bit of magic. When you look at Framlingham Town, their second top goal scorer, Josh Lucraft, he's only on 13 goals, which would be 4th in the Great Yarmouth ranks. But their top goal scorer is Max Willett. 36 goals he's got. Yes, 36 goals this season. That's incredible. I couldn't believe it when I saw that they had a striker on 36 goals. No wonder they're top of the league. So I know tomorrow, look out for Max Willett. 36 goals this season. Still got plenty of games left. I mean, he could reach nearly 50. He'll definitely get in the 40s. He could get close to 50. If Framlingham end up in the playoffs, which someone with a Great Yarmouth persuasion, hopefully they do, yeah, he could get nearly 50 goals. So you got to look out for Max Willett for Framlingham tomorrow. As for Great Yarmouth, fantastic attack, and as I say, Cousins and Duffield on 20 each. Sanders on 16. Jesse Fenn with 13 was actually meant to be on the bench for the Parsons Road game. So the fact that Yarmouth can have someone like Jesse Fenn, who's got 13 goals, sat on their bench to come on and make an impact, shows that maybe up top they've got a little bit more depth. I don't know, but yeah, Great Yarmouth certainly spread their goals around a bit. Framlingham have got that one main threat in Max Willett, and the key for Yarmouth winning this game, stopping Max Willett. If you can stop him, it looks like you can stop Framlingham, something not many teams have done this season. And with that, we have come to the end of the pre-game show. If you have enjoyed this, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Just let me know who your team is playing this weekend. But yes, once again, thank you very much for watching. If you're local to the Great Yarmouth area and got nothing to do, head down to the Wellesley for a top-of-the-table clash. Tomorrow, on game day, we will be at the Wellesley for Great Yarmouth Town, second place Great Yarmouth Town, as they take on first place Framlingham. I'll see you then. Goodbye.